Hey everybody, and welcome this week to Dead Rising 2 Case Zero. For Dead Rising 2, there was actually a lot of room and spin-offs because the engine was so good. So there's the original Dead Rising 2, and then there were two DLCs for that originally, Dead Rising Case Zero, which I'm playing today, and Dead Rising Case West, which I'm playing here soon enough. And then there's Dead Rising 2 Off the Record, which is like a what-if alternate universe where Frank is the protagonist, Frank West from the first Dead Rising, instead of Chuck Green. So I plan on playing through this. Now, I want to give you a couple warnings here off the bat. So this takes place right before the events of Dead Rising 2, or not right before. Katey's actually a good bit younger. I believe this is right after the events of the Las Vegas outbreak, which is the outbreak where Katey originally got bit from the second game, just to catch you up in terms of story. And this is, I'm playing this on an emulator. It is not bad, but any big problems I'm going to just be able to fix. Cutscenes kind of skip at a certain point as you're watching them. And I'm gonna cut in. Oh wow, this is actually pretty. And now it's giving me a cinematic look at the thing. I've been yapping so long. I understand. So cutscenes are kind of fucked a little bit. I plan on fixing that a little bit in the post process, like in the editing room. And then it's also going to be a shade bit framey, just because the Xenia emulator is not quite there yet. It hasn't been in all the time I've ever known it, but I'm sure it'll be there one day. It's a big project, been worked on for a long time. And then, there's another thing. Oh yeah, the Dead Rising games in particular have some kind of weird shading going on to them, since they're not natively PC. They do look a little weird, darks are extremely dark and lights are extremely light. Again, I'm going to try and fix that in post-processing. I did crank the gamma up on this a little bit, so you should be able to see it. But I think I've yapped enough. That's 2 or 3 minutes of yapping, which is, I've hit my limit officially. So I'll be quiet for cutscenes as they kind of come and go. And I also have tutorials turned off. So this is a really short experience anyway. So if you've ever played this, if you haven't played it, gamer profile, Dr. Derek, yes sir, if only.
Reporting live from just outside Las Vegas. It has been almost 12 hours since the first reports of a zombie outbreak in Las Vegas. The death toll is estimated to be over 100,000, and as many as a staggering 1 million people may be infected. To ensure that the contagion does not spread, the military has set up a 50-mile perimeter outside Las Vegas. They have shoot-to-kill orders for anyone off the main roads. Military and government personnel are screening everyone at the roadblocks before allowing them to leave the quarantine area. Has trickled to a stop in the last few hours, an ominous sign that few survivors remain. Zombrex, which is said to inhibit the zombification process for a period of 12 hours, is being widely administered. Anyone discovered to be infected but not yet turned will be quarantined and reportedly given medical attention.
No, Daddy, no!
Nobody likes shots, honey. But it's very important that you get this.
Daddy, I don't like shots.
You won't have to take another one for a long time. A whole 12 hours.
Maybe we'll run out.
sorry, sweetie.
The government has issued no statement
Daddy's got a few more.
where you will be taken or what will become of them.
Hello? Anybody here? Katey, stay right here. Hey! That's my truck! Stop! Son of a bitch! The Zombrex.
Daddy, there's a man over there.
We're okay now, honey. They can't get in. Katey, Daddy loves you so much.
But where are you going?
I have to go get some more Zombrex and figure out how to get us out of here.
But no, Daddy, I don't even like Zombrex.
I know, honey. But it's very important. You need another one before bedtime. You stay here. I promise I'll be back as soon as I can.
You're not afraid of those bad people outside?
Nothing's gonna stop me from keeping you safe.
Well, same shit, different game, huh? So opening up here, I actually don't know if we can combo craft already, like we did in Dead Rising 2. I also don't know how much I need to preface this in relation to the last game, but, like, you know, this is a zombie killing game. I guess I probably should have said that up front. We're playing as Chuck Green, which is like a dad whose daughter is, like, infected by the zombie virus. In this game, as I said, it's like a prequel to Dead Rising 2 a little bit. It's kind of weird, though, because, like, Chuck is a little bit younger than he is in Dead Rising 2. Katey's a little bit younger than she is in Dead Rising 2, and they're both a lot younger than whenever we saw the two of them in Dead Rising 3. So you can save at bathrooms. I actually have all the tutorials and tooltips off, but I can take a look here and look at our watch, as a matter of fact. So we got to find Katey Zombrex, and we have to do that within, like, I believe it's 12 hours, because we just gave Katey Zombrex. So we have to find it by 7 o'clock. I need to search the town for Zombrex. So that is what we're doing, and we got one more cutscene here. Alright, I don't know what that's all about. So, this game, I would consider it almost like a demo for Dead Rising 2, at least in terms of the way it plays. And And I don't really have a great way to sort like the parts of this game because you kind of do everything in like one big meld, if that makes sense. Like finding Katey Zombrex like kind of bleeds almost directly into finding parts for this bike, and then finding the parts for the bike like bleeds into saving survivors, and not bleeds into as in like, you know, you do one and then immediately the next, but like maybe I find like the tire of the bike and then I save 2 survivors, and maybe I find like the forks of the bike and then I save a survivor, and then like, you know, maybe I go buy some Zombrex or something. So you know, also this one's a lot shorter. If you remember, Zombrex is 24 hours at the beginning of Dead Rising 2, but this was during a time whenever there were only long-lasting 12-hour Zombrex doses. So another cutscene. Well, I'll say this. If you're worried about the cutscenes, at least this is all front-loaded here at the beginning with cutscenes. I should search the ambulance. It may have Zombrex. May have. Spoiler, it does. That's me cosplaying Sheldon Cooper. Actually, the ambulance does have Zombrex. It also has other supplies. This game, because you're never very high level, like, honestly, I ended my last playthrough of this at level 5, so you probably won't get very high level in this. It's more important that you kind of take care with, like, what supplies you're sort of walking around with and stuff. You have to think about it a little bit more carefully. Having said that, you know, usually like 2 heals and some other bullshit will usually do ya.
Thank God.
Come in Charlie 6. We're organizing backup for your blockade now. Hang tight and do not let anyone pass your post. A new core team with full security detail will be there at 2100 hours. Repeat, backup will be there by nightfall.
Yeah, I can fix this.
Okay, so we're getting the pieces together. I should bring this broken bike back to the gas station safe house. I guess getting the pieces together in more ways than one. I don't need to save every goddamn 2 seconds. It's just like the case. So in the original Dead Risings, they had you save after every case. And granted, again, you have less HP in this one, and I'm just so used to whenever being prompted to save, just saving. But unfortunately, Dead Rising not on the PC, like natively, does not load very quick, and Dead Rising 2 as a whole does not load very quick either. So we've got the worst of both worlds in that I'm playing Dead Rising 2 on an emulator, so more or less, because this is on the Dead Rising 2 engine. Of course, you can see like we've got like the HP up in the top left, like the same gimmick, and the level up and the PP. And anyway, we're bringing the broken bike back to the shop, and the military is going to be here at nightfall.
Hold on, honey. Everything's gonna be just fine. Daddy's gotta go get a few things.
Daddy, I don't feel so medicine now?
I can't give it to you too early, honey. It's dangerous. You'll get too much.
Can you fix the motorbike, Daddy?
Daddy can fix anything.
Kind of cool. Chuck was using a Dead Rising 2 pen in that cutscene. I need to search around town for the 5 bike parts I need. So this, I believe, kind of bleeds us into the... Yeah, this is fine. I can save here. Because this is kind of like the actual start of the playthrough proper. I believe we're kind of done with the front-loaded cutscenes. I believe I can show... Let's open that up in the menu here. So we need 5 parts. We need the wheel, the handlebars, the engine, the bike forks, and the gasoline canister. And that's, of course, not to say that this bike has nothing to it, but it does make you wonder what exactly does the bike have to it if it has none of that shit. Anyway, I'm going to craft us up one more spiked bat here. The gimmick of the Dead Rising 2 games were kind of like the combo weapons that were in the game. There are survivors to save. We got a kind of idea of like what's going on in this little ass town, Still Creek, I believe it's called. You know, like this was being used as like a military checkpoint, and then it was somehow overran with zombies, which is a little bit scary if they can't even handle a little town like Still Creek. And I believe the game opens up with a population counter, and it's like, I don't know, 600, 300, something like that. If it can't even handle the small town of Still Creek, then how's it supposed to handle Vegas? Alrighty, she just had one more thing to teach us about there, which was the queens, which I believe are, well, I think that there might not be any right here. I thought there was, which is what I was going to use to quickly clear out this little area around the survivor. But basically, the queens are they're like these wasps, and they're what spread the infection primarily. Well, I guess primarily it's zombie to zombie, or zombie to person to person transmission. But queens are able to like sting people and then give them the virus. But I also don't know how they don't just nest out in the middle of fucking nowhere, and then, yeah, I mean, like bees nest out in the middle of nowhere, you know what I'm saying? I don't know how there isn't, you know, a bunch of those in America and then just kind of like, you know, stinging people. But anyway, those are like the things that transmit the virus. And also, whenever you kill them, they kill most of the zombies, well, all the zombies that are nearby. This is Dick. He's the owner of the pawn shop. Very important guy if you plan on actually beating this game with the good ending. There are, I think, like 2 or 3 endings. There's like the primary ending where you get all the bike parts and you give Katey Zombrex. That's the good, and then escape, of course. Then there's the like B ending, like the bad ending, like, you know, step down ending, where you don't get all the bike parts, but you give Katey Zombrex. And then there's the worst ending, which is where you don't give Katey Zombrex. And, I mean, those are all, I mean, they aren't tantamount to like a, you know, bad ending or whatever, but okay. So Dick here, is going to sell us stuff from his store. Now well, I guess we do have to buy 2 things. We're going to have to save up for the wheel and the Zombrex. So by the end of the game, we are going to need, $30,000. So Dick here, we can tell him that our bike is broken down and that we're looking for parts, and he says he's got a wheel here, which of course will cost us, and he has leads on other bike parts, but he's going to charge us for it. Now, you know, Dick keeps saying, like, I gotta make a living, but honestly, I think Dick is a dickhead, so, alright, Bob is on top of the roof, and he's the guy who gives us kind of, I don't want to, well, Radiant Quest is definitely not the word, I was gonna say Radiant Quest, but he's the guy who gives us kind of like, quests sort of in passing, like the actual side quests, if you're familiar with those from Dead Rising 1 and 2, where, you know, you have to save a survivor by doing X, Y, and Z. I can't remember if he gives us one here at the beginning or not. I would assume so, since he's like flagging us down and stuff. So he is looking for his daughter, My name's Bob Blackrock. Yikes, can't trust you, fella. What are you doing up here? I barricaded the gas station. He's like, no, my daughter's missing and I'm not moving till I find her. If you like, I can be your lookout while I try and find her. So he is going to be looking for his daughter up here, and at the same time, he's going to give us, like, quests. Spotted a couple walking into a bar a while ago. It looks like the man was getting pretty drunk. So we got our first quest there. There is people at a bar. We also... want to go ahead and do some exploring while we're up here. We'll just kind of make the most out of the day. You can get into this like hotel area. Well, actually, maybe not from this angle. Now that I'm looking at it, I see I'm awful low. That's okay. We've got something else that we can do from this angle anyway. Just keep... God damn it. I guess not. That's fine. I guess we'll just take the long way. Fuck it. No... And I don't know why I ever thought that I would be any good at platforming. I suppose that that's my bad at the end of the day. I guess we also have a queen that I could probably use. Honestly, this playthrough's off to a rough start. There's been so many cutscenes that have fucked up. But I fixed them. I've fixed them in the post-processing. I just like... I can do like some little editing shenanigans where it like fixes it, but okay. Actually, this is probably the best place for me to get both of the things that I was discussing. Now, what in the actual fuck am I doing? I know I can... I've jumped up here so many times. You're kidding me. Okay, what if I do like on top of this, on top of that? No. What the fuck is even happening? 1 second. Yeah, see, I just did it there. What the hell did I do different that time? I was just him that time, I guess. I guess I was holding my tongue in the right direction. Anyway, so this is like a little upper area hotel. I guess I probably could also came up here via the stairs, but... and I can't I think it's actually in this backmost room, but we're going to need a shed key for one of the bike parts. That was a cop with a handgun. There it is, the shed key. I can't remember how many, like, actual quests... No, we can't come up the stairs. I was completely wrong. Then the other thing we have to do is we have to, like, kind of angle ourselves. This is so weird to get... Because you, like, have to get to this area in order to get, like... Well, let me think here. Well, definitely all the survivors. And I guess technically all the bike parts without killing anybody too. But you need to get on top of this like fishing and hunting, or well, yeah, fishing and hunting store. It's Bob's fishing and hunting store. Hop down here. And goddamn, I didn't realize I was so low on HP. But anyway, this is like it's locked from the outside, and you can unlock it from the inside by coming through. I'm going to, I think, pop the queen. I just don't really want to chance it, like getting bit or anything. And it'll clearing the way for us to get out of here is also going to be a boon. So we have a couple in here. They're both drunk. They had a bunch of winnings, and it was in a car, and they like lost the car on their way here. Gemini actually has a little bit of the winnings in this briefcase of hers, and Fausto is just kind of like drinking himself to death because he's like, God damn, we had so much money. Anyway, we can take these characters back to... Oh, yeah, this guy needs more booze. I forgot about that. He wants 2 drinks, so I guess I'll just go ahead and prepare him. Well, you know what? I'll give him the first one. He wants 2 drinks before he's willing to join your party and leave. 1 more drink. I'm still too thirsty. And then once he rides the... fucking vomit comet cruise. He is willing to come with you. Oh man, puking rally. Now I'm good to go. All right. So we've got these 2 characters that are going to come with us throughout a lot of the game. You'll probably hear firing in the background. That's of course Bob on top of the roof just firing at shit. So it's kind of weird the way that the quests work in this game. You have to reload the area to load Bob to give you the quest, and then at the same time, it's like you're not quite able to tell. Like, I guess if you had a guide up, you would be able to tell like exactly at what few seconds, or what specific times that he'll give you the quest. Because it's not like I drop these people off and then he gives me the next quest, and then I go get the next people, and then I drop them off, and so on and so forth. No, it's more like it's at 1 o'clock, and then at 4 o'clock, and then at 6 o'clock. That's when I get my quest. But anyway, we're dropping these 2 off. That'll give us some money, which I can use for... I think I want to go ahead and buy the bike park, because Gemini gives us some cash. She's actually got some pretty hair in this lighting. Wow, I'm kind of crushing already. Gemini 38, that's a little old for me. Okay, so we've got 17,000... I was just thinking if there's anything. You know what? Actually, you know what? We'll do it the next time we come back. Fuck it. No reason to get. Well, you know what? I might actually be able to kind of skedoodle that quest. One person has a fucking quest in relation to, like, in Dead Rising 1 and 2, whenever you drop survivors off, sometimes they would give you quests like, Herbert wants something to eat, bring him back some food to the safe house, or like, Axel doesn't feel safe without a gun, bring Axel back a gun, and those usually had, I don't know, okay rewards. In this game, though, it has like really lofty rewards in that it gives you the rest of the money that you need, the thing that you go to get for somebody, and that something is gems from the roadblock. So I'm going to go ahead and just, well, you know what, fuck it. Closing the doors in this game is so much of a pain in the ass. So we're going to get us a wheel. And I guess we could go ahead and immediately take this back to the... Actually, can I cycle this? Because some items, like, won't cycle in your inventory. Yep, it won't cycle. So, like, if I go to select something else, it won't let me select anything else. Now, having said that, I do think that there's one item... And I can't think of what... Oh, you know what it is? It's the handlebars that you can actually cycle into your inventory. But at that point, that quest is so late that it's not like... I don't know, I'm just trying to make the most efficient use of my time, you know, like, if I could carry, like, 2 or 3 parts at a time, clearly I would go out and get the next part, and then I'd get the next part, and the next one. So Gemini's out there, so I guess after all, I'm going to be able to get my excuse to go talk to Gemini. This is the semi-monotonous part of the game a little bit, is getting the parts and getting them back. Although this game is a lot shorter in relation to the last one. Like I said, this game is more like a demo for Dead Rising 2 than anything. Like, if I was going to be like, you know, okay, I want to play Dead Rising 2, but, like, I don't like the length, but I do like the gameplay loop, I'd say play Dead Rising 2 Case Zero, I guess. Is there somebody out there that's, like, not willing to play, like, a feature-length game? I'm sure there's all kinds of people, but, like, in the world. Okay, so we've added the first part, and now we've got 4 more to go. Not really so ceremonious. Also, do not get, like, any PP reward leveling up, so I think we can talk to Gemini here. It's no good. All this money has caused nothing but problems. The only thing that was precious to me was the gems that Fausto bought me when we first got married. You know, it's kind of crazy. This one was actually really sweet. Fausto, I don't think, is a bad guy either, but, like, I'm trying to think. This game actually has, like, a fair bit of personality to the side characters, which is, like, so crazy because, I mean, they've got a couple here and there in the Dead Rising games where I'm like, wow, I like this guy, or this guy's funny. But, like, everybody in this one, for the most part, like, just seems to kind of be having, well, I'm thinking of certain characters, but, like, everybody's, like, kind of having the best time in this, little apocalypse as they can. So, I think what I'm gonna do, let's see. So that's the entrance to the gas station. I'm just kind of thinking here. I do want to go ahead and grab me another queen. You can tell which ones are queen holders and which ones aren't, because if they're just kind of like padding at the air a little bit as you walk by, like this one up here directly over my head is like a queen. I don't get the idea. Maybe they're kind of like meant to be like sort of scratching at the top of their head or something, but so I don't think it's here that we have another part. And if I have enough time, I might just kind of go fucking around and like, I don't really have anything to show off. This game isn't like really plumb with secrets like Dead Rising 1 and 2. And I don't really have too many stories to tell about this one. I did actually own this one. If you remember back in the day, whenever you could like buy Microsoft points instead of like just paying for stuff with money on the Xbox store, I bought this game. Okay, here we go. We got the engine, which is the next part that I plan on grabbing. That is behind the theater. Yeah, I wanted to say bowling alley. This town has a lot of entertainment for fuck-ass nowhere. I guess it is just outside of Vegas, though, so... well, I guess a little bit outside of Vegas. Well, yeah, I don't have like a ton of stories about this. I did buy this game on the Xbox store with Microsoft points. That's how long ago it was. And I did have... well, I was interested in Case Zero, but I never... Or not Zero, Case West. God damn it. Okay, I can only carry one... Wait, gems are like... I can only carry some... I can't like... slot the gems, like just put it in your pocket, dumb fuck. Can I really not? Huh. No, there we go. I don't know, maybe I was just carrying too much there. That's probably my bad. I was like, I didn't ever have Case West, which is kind of funny because I like this game and I don't like Case West. And maybe you would attribute that to me having one and not the other. I mean, yeah, you could make that argument, but I honestly I like the gameplay loop of this because I lean much more heavily towards Dead Rising 2. Dead Rising Case West has a lot more interesting exposition, I guess you would say. But again, I just kind of like this one better. Like, it's got, like, the money aspect. It's got, like, the side quests and stuff that are actually fun. Now, granted, Case West is a little bit easier because it starts you at level 40, even though it scales back your stats so they aren't nearly as powerful. Like, your attack and stuff isn't so high, your HP isn't so high, your inventory isn't so high. But it does start you more than just, like, kind of ground zero. Speaking of ground zero, you can see instead of the game starting us out with like case 1-1, we have started with case 0, which is a nice detail. I always thought that this game was really pretty, and I kind of wish that, well, I don't know. I like Dead Rising 3 enough. Like, I like the story and the gameplay was okay. But I really like the step in the direction that Dead Rising 1 and the Dead Rising 2 took with, like, money, and they kept with the same old, like, collecting survivors to, like, form sort of a safe house thing, and, I guess the exposition was, like, nice enough. I remember liking 2, a little bit more than... Wait, which one did I... Yeah, I like... God damn it. I just like the characters in 2, honestly. Like, you know, Chuck Green is, like, so cool. Frank West is alright, and I also kind of like, is that character's name... Chris from the first game? There's Snuff Shot. Wow, I can't remember. Anyway, we give her the gems, and she gives us the money in return. I don't remember how much this is. Maybe 10,000? 15,000. Cool. So that's more than enough for us to go buy the Zombrex. And so if you just complete her quests in their entirety, I guess you'll be able to... you know, buy everything that you would need. Now, there is optional stuff, clearly. I guess I could maybe show off, like, the other stuff that you could buy at the pawn shop, too. About 10.5 hours until the military arrives. Honestly, I probably will be able to get most of the bike parts before Bob gives us another quest. But we'll have to see. Also, I don't know if you can open the... there's, like, a sheriff's station. Maybe I could, like, try to get in... I don't know. That's one thing I just never did, was get into the sheriff's place. I know how to get into pretty much everywhere else, so... Alright, we're going to need another dose of Zombrex for a survivor coming up, and then, of course, we need one for Katey at the end of the game, so he will drop us off another Zombrex. Coolio. Then we have the Moose Head, which you can equip and just run through zombies. Handgun, that ain't so bad. $500, that ain't bad. Electric Rake, 5,000. Drill Bucket, 2,500. Both of those are craftables, and then an assault rifle for 1,000. Nothing that special. I'm gonna pop over to the casino and hit the slots here real quick. We actually don't need money, as I already had mentioned, but I do kind of want to show off his dialogue for, like, buying or getting the hints for the other bike parts. Like, I'm not a guy who's like, okay, we're getting every line of dialogue in this game or anything like that, but I don't know. These are, like, focal point, like, quest things. I also thought it was sort of interesting. Did I have to Google where the last bike part was? No, because I let the quest play out. That's right. I was getting worried about the last bike part, so we can pay him 1,000, and his first hint is that we have to go up to the Still Creek Hotel, grab the key from the shed, and that's where he stores his auto parts, and he has one more hint, which these are actually both of the things that I already knew. Behind the theater is where we got the engine, so that was kind of crazy. Then he doesn't have any other hints to give us, so that is that for him. I wouldn't mind, like, dipping into somewhere and getting some HP. I'm trying to... Okay, I'm just reorienting in my head, like, where all I need to go for bike parts. The next one is at a shed that's coming up on our right, and I think this is like a department store, or a hardware. Big Buck Hardware, that's right. There is this shed just over top of my head. This area also has, like, the maintenance rooms that have, like, materials inside of them, not only where you can take items to craft, but also have materials in them usually for you to already craft. Like, maybe it has like a football and a grenade in it already, and you can craft that to make like a projectile bomb, or I don't know. It's just like, kind of like how maintenance rooms were in the second game, like where they have a couple craftables around and you can craft something, maybe like a newspaper and whiskey, and you can make a Molotov cocktail. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't really expect to, I'm not like bored of this game, but it is a lot of just going. I didn't realize how heavy this was on just going, getting parts, and then immediately coming back. I know one of the parts that we have to get is actually gasoline, and I'm curious because I think we can slot gasoline in the original Dead Rising 2. I'm wondering if it'll let me slot it in this game. I'm going to just go ahead and put this down for just a second, and then I'm going to run over here and try to... Whoa, easy there, zombie. Because the areas are reloaded as you kind of go through them. So, like, I can't just move this over by the door and then be good. Hey, I actually can carry the gasoline. Alrighty. I also got... Whoa, I didn't necessarily want to drop that. God damn it. Alright. I did want to heal, though. I knew that. Alright, so we got the bike forks. And with these 4, we're good to go for a bit. I don't know if I'm just going to fuck around or what exactly, because this game is really not that long. It's kind of crazy how short this game is. I don't know if they cranked up like the speed or what in it, but like I'll show you the time whenever I like finish adding these 2 parts to the bike, and we can kind of see how far along we are. I guess it should pop up whenever we go back outside, like how much time we have till the military arrives. Should be about like fucking noon, which means I've got 7 hours till Katey Zombrex, and then I got 9 hours until the feds show up. Okay, so Katey's chilling. Also, don't know if you can give her gifts like you could in Dead Rising 2, because she likes gifts or whatever. I found an old bike and we need to fix it to get out of here. What are you looking for? Oh, okay. I thought for some reason that Katey was gonna give us a tip. I'm like, well, this ought to be fucking good. What's a little ass girl had to say? Hey, Daddy, there might be a part at God, I couldn't even guess. Hey, Daddy, there might be some parts at the chop shop on the edge of town. Oh yeah, I promised we'd look at the time. Yeah, Jesus Christ, I've got like a whole ass 8 hours. Now granted, I think from the very beginning of the game, it's supposed to have started at like 8 o'clock, so we're probably like 1/3 of the way through the game, but I don't know how much of this I'm gonna kind of cut for brevity, the later parts of this, because I don't know how much I can really show off. I can go fuck around town, but I don't know how entertaining that's going to be, honestly. Things do, like, the beginning of the game is very compact, the middle of the game is very compact, and the end of the game is very compact, in that there are a lot of things to do very quickly. So yeah, we've got 4 out of 5 of the bike parts. All that we need are the handles, and that is quest dependent, so we're not going to be able to do that for a little bit. I'm going to go kind of nearish to Bob and see if he's got like a quest for us. I think he said help, but I don't think he's waving at us, so I don't know. It's so weird. He yells something that sounds a lot like Frank, which of course is the protagonist from the first game, so I kept being like, is he yelling for me? I don't think so, right? Let's see, Bob. I'll flag you down if I have anything worthwhile. Okay, what else did I kind of want to do? We already bought all the hints. I don't really have anything interesting to show you guys, unfortunately, in this game. This is the top of the hotel. And that over there is... You know what I actually could maybe do? Let me see if I can make this jump. You're shitting me. God damn it. Okay, let me try one more time. You're shitting me. All right. I do kind of want to... I can't believe I can't make that... Like, the first time... I made that jump the first time with, like, no problem. And then the second time with no problem. Like, the first time that I ever played this game. And then, like, now I'm just having such a fucking hard time with it for no reason. No, literally all I want to do is, like, see what's on top of that other roof. Because I went this way, and I see that there's clearly, like, a walkway on the roof. So, all right, we go from here over to, like, this, I don't know, AC unit or something. Yeah, I want to see what's over here where there's like this walkway. I've never seen this. I also think it's cool you can hear like jet planes overhead. So they're like probably clearly bombing. Oh, okay, so it goes out to here, which is the top of the hotel where we were earlier. Huh. Well, I guess if you're having trouble making that jump or whatever. All right. I don't know. I don't really want to go just breezing through the stores if there's nothing really to show you. And then I'll have to reload this area in order to get Bob to give us more quests. Let me see what time it is. I can fuck around for an hour, and then I'm sure Bob will have a quest for us by then. I actually don't have marked down when Bob's quests are, but I'm like sure that motherfucker will have one at 1, surely. Let me pop into the hunting store and see if maybe we got anything cool in here. Looks like, I don't know, just random bullshit, maybe knives and stuff. There's a machine gun here, I guess, an assault rifle. Oh yeah, and then we can get a shotgun. I like the shotguns in this game, so I can just dip. Wow, god damn it. We don't really need them in the cases by my estimation. We got like hunting clothes. I always thought that was cool that you could like change clothes in the Dead Rising games and they reflect it in the cutscenes. Like an old sort of like meme picture for a long time about this game was somebody wearing like the serve bot mask in the middle of like a cutscene from the first game where like, I think his name was Chris or something like that. Let's go look at the fucking police station because I see there's zombies in there and I don't know, maybe we'll see if I can get inside. I wouldn't guess you could like climb on. This is really not probably the place for me to experiment. My playthroughs are supposed to be like informative, but like I have so much fucking piss away time that it doesn't even really matter. Okay, yeah, I can't get up there anyway. So, alright, let's go. Yeah, see there's like a fucking police station here, and there's zombies, but I can't open the door. Alright, let me... kind of want to... Whoa, easy there. He's not really liking the falling down thing. Yeah, I don't really see any way that I could get in there, and I don't think there's a key to it, so... Oh, well. Something that this game is sort of missing that I would have liked in it is like a vehicle to sort of get around quicker. Now, granted, I understand story-wise why we don't have it. Also, in my memory of this game, I remember this game being like 4 times bigger than it is, which I guess is just... being a dumbass little kid, but I really don't have anything I can fucking do here. I think I'm going to just reload this area. I'm going to come back to Bob, and if he doesn't have something for me, then I'm going to probably just cut until he does. So I'm going to get out of this crowd of zombies, and then I'm going to check my watch's time. Let's see what time we got. It's about 12:12. I believe that these usually the quests usually proc at the top of the hour, and you have to reload the area. So I'm going to pop over here. I'm going to go back to Bob. If Bob don't have a quest for me, I'm probably almost immediately going to come back here. Wait till 1 o'clock. You know, I'm going to cut out like all the filler. You're not going to sit here and hear me yap for too long. And yeah, that'll be that, I guess. Kind of sucks that you have to reload Bob in order to get him to give you the quest proper. I did think that was lame. On the bright side, like the later sort of quests all come like one right after the other. So I usually, let's say it's 1 o'clock. He gives me a quest, I go get survivors. His next quest is at 2 o'clock, and then I go get those survivors, and I come back. And since I'm dropping them off at the safe house, obviously, like, you know, it's reloading that area. I'm still, no, I'm leaving. I was like, I'm not just like entering this place, am I? Because that's crazy if so. Alright, gas station on our left, Joker's to the right, and I'm stuck in the middle with Bob. I don't know, this is a crazy town for how few fucking people it has in it. Because again, like population like 600. Like I think my county has, is my county or my town? I don't know. I remember looking at the census details a while back. It's got 2,000. Like, there's nobody here, bro. It's 1/3 the size of that, and I don't have a fucking bowling alley. Alright, Bob. Fair enough. I guess I'll see you guys back here probably after Bob gives me their quest. I'll see you soon enough. Alright, it's after 1 o'clock and Bob is flagging us down, so let's see what he has to say. Hey Chuck, saw some pretty little girlies in the bowling alley. He talks kind of odd, but I think I like his beard. You know, I'm not really a guy who like, you know, it's funny because I have a beard, but I don't really like beards. I kind of wish that mine didn't grow in so thick. I grow my beard fast, grow my hair never. You know, it's so funny. My dad, told me whenever he was, well, not my age now, but whenever I was young enough, like, I think like 19, he said that his hair had turned like gray at 19, and then it all fell out by 21, and I didn't quite have that bad luck, but I ain't had much better luck. Alright, so we've got 2 ladies here, Nikki and Tia, and they're both drunk. So Nikki tells us to talk to Tia. I'm going to go ahead and just kill this guy, pro bowling legend. Hey, are you girls okay? No, we're not okay. This was the worst I get. So basically these girls all had a party and they got drunk and it was for one of their friends. I don't know, one of their friends, and they're missing now. It turned out he wasn't, so they thought she was, like, you know, hooking up with some guy, and turns out he was a zombie. He was trying to bite her. So they bit this Sharon character and then took her into quarantine. So we're going to have to go find this Sharon character. Thankfully, the quest arrow has, like, reoriented. He'll kill me if she doesn't show. So something about, like, I don't know. There's some kind of weird relation between all these characters. It's like Tia's brother is marrying this girl who is her friend or something. It's, you know what? I could not give a shit less. Just tell me who's where and what I got to do, I guess. So, we're looking for Sharon. Very, very, very funny quest naming the morning after. So, so goofy. These girls have got themselves into one heck of a situation. And now here they are on the outskirts of fucking Vegas, and there's zombies everywhere. Tisk, tisk, tisk. Anyway, this girl is located up towards this quarantine zone. I kind of feel like there might be some... I mean, this area is like very zombie dense, so I'm just going to take some... We'll take a queen with me just to be careful. I hear Sharon yelling. It's so funny. That's like mostly how I'm able to tell how close survivors are, like even where they're at, and even if there's survivors at all around. Is because, you know, they yell so much. Alright, so here is Sharon. You wouldn't happen to be Sharon, would you? She's like, yeah, I am. I'm not feeling so hot. Wait, how'd you know my name? We tell her that her friend sent us, to go help her. And she's like, damn, they're still alive? That's cool. I really wanted to be with them, but because I was infected, I'm afraid of putting them in danger. So, we give her Zombrex. He's like, yeah, but I kind of need it. And she's like, oh, come on, please. Alright, fair enough, Sharon. Here, you can have one Zombrex. So I was always kind of interested in, I don't know, it's so lame. There's this old video of this guy. I don't know if any of you guys know it, but there's this guy who like broke down like why the brats, like this is like so like people do like video essays and stuff now, and not withholding myself, I guess that's what lore and deep dives are, but like people were doing, or this guy was doing like video essays like 20 years ago where he was analyzing like why the Bratz economy, like the Bratz doll game for like little girls or whatever, like why it's hyperinflated or something like that because a pair of jeans is like $300 or something, and he's like breaking it down in a PowerPoint point by point. And so, you know, in a certain sense I have the kind of same thought about like Zombrex in this game, because each dose cost me 25,000, and I thought that was like canon for the game, and I was like, oh, you would like maybe be able to buy one shot and it would like drain you of all your money and you'd be fucking dead. But no, apparently I guess with like insurance, 24-hour doses I think are like $100 or something like that. I can't remember. God damn it, I didn't mean to fucking wax Tia there. Here, maybe I should go ahead and give her a drink. So we've recruited the girl crew here. We've got Nikki, Tia, Sharon. Welcome, ladies. I'm going to carry all these girls back to... I'm going to carry this girl back to the safe room, and the other ones will follow soon after. And then I would guess we'll probably be right around another quest triggering. I don't know. I think I've been making too good a time. Whenever I first played this game, I did have to do a lot of exploring and stuff because I didn't quite know the map. This was small enough, though, that I was able to pretty much do everything on my own. I'm trying to think. Oh, you know what? I didn't know that there was a quest to recruit Bob, and I had to look that up. That was the only thing that I think I looked up in this game. But his quest is not hard. We just have to be in a specific place at a specific time, and we'll be good. It's kind of like the snuff shot pictures from the first game. Alright, cool. So I got all the characters close enough to me. It's got like a radius around you that'll move those characters to it. Like they'll move into the safe house. If you're too far away from the survivors, it'll only move the ones that have the green icon over their head. Guess I asked for all this. I hope Dennis will still want to marry me tomorrow. Holy golly. He'll probably just be glad you're alive if I had to guess. So we leveled up, and with that, I want to see what we get. That's good, a escort bonus. So we got to level up. I want to see what we get off of it. So we get a combo card. That's kind of blah. I hate the drill bucket. It's just for like killing zombies in like a special ass way. I guess I'm not getting anything off of it. Whatever, fuck it. 2:15 p.m. And I also think that like nobody else gives us like other quests like that, like the way that that girl gave us the quest for the gems. So I'm gonna go talk to Bob, and if Bob doesn't have a quest for us, I'm gonna go ahead and cut again, because I mean, I don't really have anything else, going on. Like there's nothing else I can really show. I even like was looking up, but like during my last break, I was like, okay, I'll see if there's like anything I can look up to like show people. No, this is like there's really not much in the way of like interesting to show. I don't think Bob's waving at us, so I'm gonna go ahead and consider that a nix, and I will be back after 3 o'clock for his next quest. I will see you guys in just a minute. Alright, it's just after 3 o'clock, and Bob does have a quest for us, even if he's not being a little cheerleader about it. Spotted 2 young hooligans behind the department store. One looks like he's using a broken bike part as a weapon. So, next quest, handle with care. To do this one, we're actually going to have to get a weapon from the hunting store here. I guess I did have to Google how to get into this place the first time I did it. I'm gonna go ahead and just swap. Fuck it, we'll swap one of the shotguns for it. I really don't think I'll use the shotgun much. This game only features one boss fight, which is just fine. Both of the DLCs feature one boss fight. And I don't really know. This one is actually more difficult than the other one. I like the other one better, like the one that's in Case West, but I like the game as a whole in Case Zero more. So, alright, Jason and Archie are back here. I guess I'll use my shotgun to go ahead and clear up these guys here. And they're like big motocross fans, these guys. I don't know if the fact that they're wearing the outfit is any indication, but they're big fans of motocross and of Chuck in general. Whoa, it's Chuck Green. Awesome. It totally is, dude. Can you help us out with these nasty zombies? Yep, we already did. Motocross and ass kicker. Almost said kisser. All right, it's not... Maybe, oh yeah, of course we don't need to talk to Archie. We'll talk to Jason. Jason, please. Hey, I'm trying to fix up my bike and I need a handlebar. Could I have the one you got there? And he's like, nah, it's cool. I'm gonna need a way better weapon if you want to have this. So he wants a broadsword. Get it from the hunting store. There you go, man. And whenever you give this to him, it should automatically recruit the 2 of them, which I'm going to use as my indicator, the PP bar up at the top. I guess I'll go ahead and just... Oh, I didn't mean to blast you, Jason. My bad. It's like the second time I've fucking nailed a survivor big time in this game. Okay. And, I saw somebody a while back. I can't remember if it was like a guide or just a casual playthrough of this game. And I'm talking like... Let's see. It's 2026 right now. Probably like 8 years ago, playing this game, and they were like, hey, this is maybe, well, we'll just say it was like an achievement guide or something like that. Like, hey, this is Michael with the achievement guides, and I want to show you how to get this achievement. And he's like, yeah, I played this game a couple times. That guy had like fucking like $519,000. Like, that's so crazy to me, because I'm thinking like how much money you can generally get in this game, and like, I don't know. He would have to have loved this game to be able to play it as much as he did, I guess. I don't think it was Rooster Teeth, though. I also don't know if he just, like, maybe hacked to give himself the money or whatever. Not that there's any kind of shame in that. I mean, fuck it. But it was probably on the original Xbox, though. Or Xbox 360, of course. So, I don't know. Anyway, Jason and Archie are being dropped off at the safe house. I don't know if we have any more ambient quests. I kind of think that, if I'm remembering right, what we have is kind of what we have. I can show you how to get into the police station, though, so I will probably show that off. And then, honestly, I'm going to go squat with Bob. So, I can't believe it. Chuck Green is here in Still Creek. Thanks, dude. You're welcome. So, we'll take the bike part and go drop it off on the bike, and that will be the completion of that quest. I don't know if it has, like, a cutscene. Probably won't be very long if it does. And it'll probably be on voice, too, if I had to guess, but hey.
Nice place to visit, but I ain't gonna die here. Ain't you a beauty?
Truck full of piss and vinegar, as always. Found all the parts, fixed the bike, and then we got to give a Zombrex dose at 7 o'clock. I don't even know what... yeah, it's about 4 o'clock. You know, it's kind of wild. I'm probably going to have to chill out until... hold up. There are these two... and then there are all these survivors. Hell yeah. This was one of my favorite things to do in Dead Rising 1 and 2 was to, like, look at the safe house. I don't... with, like, survivors in it. It doesn't feel, like, overly, you know... I don't know. It's just, like, a little bit of humanity and, like, a world that's kind of fucked up. Not to get too deep into it or anything, but I always thought it felt nice. Okay, so what we're going to need to do is be on the roof whenever 7 o'clock hits. So a few things happen at 7 o'clock. We get a cutscene as zombies turn to night, and they get, like, more feral at night. So that gives us our reload that we need. Bob's quest also triggers at 7 o'clock. Which will let us recruit Bob, and then we come home, we inject Katey with Zombrex, well, come home, we come back to the gas station, we inject Katey with Zombrex, and start the events at the end of the game. Kind of crazy how short this fucking game ended up being. I mean, maybe just over an hour, like, with cutscenes and everything, maybe an hour 15, hour 20, something like that. And the next game, I'm not going to be, well, I don't know how the release order this is going to go. I definitely want this to come out before Case West because it's just going to, you know, it makes sense in terms of story. Oh, I said I would, like, show you how to get into the police station. So apparently we can get there from the fucking back is what something was saying, like a guide I was reading was saying. Something about, like, an alleyway... and then you can, yeah, I would guess this here with like a the garbage can. So we jump on top of this apparently, then jump over this. Yeah, and then so we wouldn't be able to go back that way. So we'd have to like explore back here. I only really want to show this off because there's an Easter egg here. If there was nothing back here, I'd just be like, I figured out how to get in the gas station. Cool. So this should be the... yeah, Still Creek Sheriff's Office. Interesting. I hear a radio in here. That's kind of cool. This is like a prison cell, clearly. Guess we'll take the pizza pie. Whiskey and pizza. Is that a recipe for a good time or disaster? And I thought maybe there would be like an armory in here or something where I could like kind of kit up a little bit. If you rob, you will sob. Still Creek. Apparently these are the developers of the game, this like wanted list. So they like did themselves up and, you know, did all this so that they like could add themselves to the game, like looking like that. That's very funny. Then I guess I'll just show whatever's upstairs. It's hard to tell what might be up here. I guess, you know, more fuzz and, just whiskey. And I guess technically a shotgun too, but alright, cool. So, oh man, my bat's almost broke too. Fuck. Is it that important that I make another one? You know what? I'll probably make one whenever I go... oh, hey, door unlocked. That's right. I'll probably make another one whenever I go back to... like, give Katey Zombrex and stuff, if I had to guess. What the hell? Oh, I accidentally got shot by Bob. I was like, what did I just flinch from? Okay, so I'm going to sit here on top of the roof. I'll be here till a cutscene plays at 7. I'll probably, like, you'll probably see me, like, right before 7. Like, I'm not going to talk or nothing. Like, I'll just cut the time till then, and then show the transition into the cutscene. The cutscene, and then we'll open back up with me talking to Bob here shortly. So, enjoy, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, 7 o'clock. That means that the zombies are on Fent now. So, we can talk to Bob, and he says, I just spotted my girl. Looks like she's in my hunting store. Run over there and make sure she's okay. This one's kind of wild. I don't know what, Bob just wouldn't go down here and look himself, but I don't know. It's a whatever quest. It's not bad. It's just weird to me. So it's extremely, extremely fucking dark for me. Did you see my father? I twisted my ankle and haven't been able to check in with him. Will you follow me? I'm going to take you and your dad to a safe house. And she's like, oh, I better not go anywhere with a strange man. My dad would kill you if he finds out. He's like, why? And he's like, he's really protective. You better bring him here so he can see there's no funny business going on. So we got to go all the way back and get Bob and be like, hey, yeah, that's your daughter. Do you want to come get her? Or so we'll see if we can't talk Bob into coming down. What's up, Bob? I found your daughter. She's hurt her ankle and won't leave the store without you. He's like, that's my girl, not trusting a stranger. You didn't touch her, did you, Chuck? Like, what? 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 All right, you can take me to her, but I got my eye on you. Like, I'm sorry, what, Bob? You were that suspicious? Like, why did you even let me go down there if you were just going to act like that, bro? All right, so we go down and we reunite these two. It's a little bit odd because they have to do, like, the hug sort of sequence here, and they usually glitch out while they do it. All right, Bob, Darcy, please. We only have 40 minutes until my daughter will die. Okay, and then we talk to Darcy. There's my girl, Daddy. It's almost like a, I don't know, shitty different version of Chuck and Katey a little bit. I didn't realize kind of how bad we were, how hard up for time we kind of were at this point. Wow, it's got me a little bit nervous. I'll check my time one more time before I'm going to tag that so that the survivors will go over there. And I'm going to check my watch. 7:30. Okay, we got about a half hour. That's still probably long enough for me to craft the that weapon that I wanted to. So you won't probably be able to see it here, like, because we'll get the dialogue with Bob. I think he overrides his daughter. But I accidentally delivered them both one at a time here, where I dropped off Bob and then I dropped off his daughter because she was outside of my radius. I could get used to being the law around here. Thanks for the help. And it's so funny. She's like, wow, thanks for returning me back to the safe house safe and sound. Remind me and I'll give you a thank you when Daddy's not around. And I'm like, my thought was like, you know, what are these people? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I guess. Fuck it, bro. Whatever. Okay, so we've got pizza. I'm gonna need probably another spiked bat, almost definitely, because this boss, it's not hard, but you got to remember that you're not really working with like very much here, if that makes sense. Like, I've got 5 inventory slots. I got 4 HP dots. So okay, we got about 25 minutes. Katey, sorry, didn't mean to cut it so close.
Hey, sweetie, I've got your medicine.
Daddy, why did Mommy bite me?
That wasn't Mommy, sweetheart. It just looked like her. Hey, buddy. Sorry if this is your place. We just needed to get some supplies.
Well, all right. A little one. Perfect to complete my collection.
What the hell are you talking about? You stay away from her.
Zombies are good hunting, son. Kinda like shooting people, but without all the legal hassle. This outbreak's been a pile of fun. I never liked that fella next door, anywho.
Hey, whoa, listen. She's not a zombie. She's just a little girl.
Oh, I seen you give her that shot. She's a zombie, all right. Come on now. Step aside and let old Jed finish the job.
Katey? Run!
There's no call for that now. You know it's just a matter of time. So I'm just doing you a favor. Better now than later.
Not over my dead body.
I done had enough of you, zombie lover. Get out of my way!
Alright, Jed is a fucking nut. I kind of don't want to start with the, wow, goddamn. I kind of don't want to start with, like, the more destroyed of the bats. We also don't have the roll in this fight, which kind of sucks, because, like, I don't know, it makes it hard to close the distance a little bit. God damn, he is beating our ass, and again, we can't really, like, afford to, God damn, I can't believe we're already doing so tough. We can't really afford to, like, not be basically at full HP all the time. He's looking around for Katey. I don't know. Just a guy who's, like, killing just to kill. Like, what a geeker. Alright, and we lost another health blip. That should be okay. I think the next one we'll rock is the pizza. Oh, and he's closing the distance yet again. Oh, okay, hold up. Let's back up. Oh, shit, he's, like, burning me, I guess. I'm not really super clear on his attacks exactly. Oh, my God, I'm so low on HP. Oh, that healed nothing. What? Pizza usually heals so much. Oh, goddamn. Okay, I really don't have... I don't really have much... going for me right now. I do kind of need to probably look around this junkyard a little bit for... Ooh, I got shot right in the ass. Alright, for a heal. I'm going to go back where I think Katey is back here, actually. I don't think he'll come back here. It's meant so that, you know, you can, like, see her, but... Okay, maybe not. Maybe Katey's not back here. Ah, man, I'm really not doing well on HP or anything, though, so... I don't know what I'm going to do. I could close the distance and then try to just, like, hound him for HP. I don't want to do that at all. Okay, there is a soda. That isn't so bad. I'd also like him to maybe expend a couple shots before I, like, try to close the distance too much with him. Yeah, no, we're good. We're good. I guess they aren't even going to have, like, Katey in this area, which I suppose makes sense. Whatever, fuck up. God damn, I'm already down to 2 blips. I'm gonna, yeah, put myself right about here. I think now might be my opportunity to look back here for heals. I don't know. I'm a little bit worried about this now. I haven't not saved in a long time, but it hasn't been very recent that I saved either. These are probably locked. Yep, who'd have guessed? God damn it, Jed, you son of a bitch. Okay, what if we light him up a little bit? Oh yeah, I also like Jed's songs a little bit. It kind of reminds me of like how Gone Guru was like such a goddamn good song. Jed's like little song that plays is I died, son of a bitch. Jed's song that plays is actually really, really good. All right, well, let's see. That was right before I give Katey the dose. That's fine. All right, I'll be back whenever I got him close. Alright, Jed is pretty low, and I should have enough HP and, like, stuff to trade him here. Oh, and he burned me a little bit. As long as I get a swing on him, we're fine. I can dip out to the side here, because I got booze. Like I said, I got more than enough to fucking trade Jed? Yeah. Hope I haven't been calling him Jed this now. Cool. So, goodbye, Jeb. There goes our psychopath for the game.
Saved her for a while, but someone will get your little zombie sooner or later. Be sure of that. It's just a matter of time. If I can't do it, the government will.
Katey? Don't you worry, honey. Daddy won't let anyone ever take you away. Not for any reason. Never.
Alright, I like this text here. Katey got her last dose on time, but it's only a matter of time until she'll need another, and another. So, setting up the cycle a little bit there. We got the boomstick, pitchfork, plus shotgun, which is what he was using to raise us that whole time. Honestly, I'm not too worried about this upcoming fight. Well, it's not even really a fight. It's just like a driving little mini game or whatever. So the military will be here shortly, and we have to leave by then. And we've got the bike here ready to go. God damn, real shortly they'll be here.
Hang on tight, honey.
Halt! Raise your hands and surrender yourselves immediately for screening. We will be forced to shoot if you do not comply.
Alright, so the feds got here a little bit early. We have to drive around like all these roadblocks and stuff and then escape. We are actually on a time limit here. I also think we can get shot to the point that like we will die. You know what I'm saying? Like we can lose all our HP, and that's considered. Any of these like will give you the B ending as I was discussing earlier. Holy shit, a fucking helicopter? I guess, you know. Anyway, you can get some like kind of free EXP as you're kind of running around here by leveling these dudes, the military boys or whatever. I don't know. We gotta escape Still Creek, and we do not have long to do it. Although once we hit the highway, it is fucking free sailing.
Honey, listen to me. We made it this far. I will not stop until you're safe. Nothing is more important than that. You understand? Let's get going.
Alright, so Chuck Green is back, ladies and gentlemen. That's pretty cool, right? Him getting back to the truck and then seeing that the guy who stole it was dead, so he doesn't have to deal with that, really. The truck is kind of cooked, so he can't take it. But, yeah, he got the Zombrex, the picture of Katey. I kind of wasn't paying too much attention. Did he get her backpack, too? I think so, yeah, because she's holding it at the very end there. Anyway, yeah, that's been Dead Rising. Case 0. It's cool. I like it as a prequel. I think I am going to move around the playlist a little bit. So in the category of games, like I'm going to leave all of everything like in release order when I release it. But I do think for like games that have a sequential order to them, I am going to order them. So like it's going to be Dead Rising 1, Dead Rising 2, Case 0, Dead Rising 2, Dead Rising 2, Case West, Dead Rising 3. And then I'll be done. We're getting kind of close to the end of the Dead Rising games that I plan on playing. I got 2 more to do, Dead Rising, Case West, West and Dead Rising 2 off the record. So, I don't know. I plan on playing Case West here before too long. This was a cool enough game. I like it. I actually own this one in comparison to Case West. So, alright. I'm not playing the game right now, so you know my rule. I'm done. I'm not going to keep you here with me yapping. I'll see you guys all next week. Later.